Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my god. Hey guys. It's been a while, I know. I know it's been quite some time. And I know this stream is coming very suddenly. But I felt that I really needed to do this stream because a game that is very important to me just it just got announced that it's getting a remaster on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, you can already tell by the thumbnail of the stream and the title of the stream what it is, but during today's Nintendo Direct, which just concluded uh a couple minutes ago, or at the very end of the Direct, they announced that Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is getting remastered for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't know if you remember around the time of the previous Nintendo Direct from earlier this year, there were a lot of rumors circulating that Super Mario RPG and Thousand Year Door were getting remasters. During that direct, Super Mario RPG got revealed, but not Paper Mario. I got debated though. I thought Thousand Year Door was getting an announcement because if you remember, when they announced that Princess Peach game, it started off with like a pair of red curtains, which kind of looked like the curtains from Thousand Year Door. So I got debated, and I thought that was gonna be the Thousand Year Door, but no, it was the that new Princess Peach game, which they did show more footage of during this direct. But now we have this direct. Now normally I like to stream my reaction to Nintendo Directs, but this one happened like early in the morning. Plus, I have like work later. I have work in like 2 hours, and I was like, I don't feel like getting up out of bed and turning on my PC and all that. So I was like, whatever, I'll just watch it, in bed or whatever. And for the most part, at least for me, the direct it was pretty lackluster. They showed a bunch of footage for, games that we already knew about. Like, they showed footage of the new Princess Peach game, which is called Princess Peach Showtime or something like that. They showed more footage of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon as well. They announced that the first Mario vs. Donkey Kong for the Game Boy Advance is getting a remake, which is also cool because I like that game a lot as well. But for the most part, the direct wasn't. I don't know. They didn't really announce anything crazy. The F-Zero 99 looks interesting. Even though it's not like a full-fledged, like brand new F-Zero game, it still looks pretty cool. And hopefully in the future they actually make a new F-Zero game. But the highlight for me, obviously, was at the very end of the direct when they showed this, man. Oh my god. I could not. This was crazy. Hold on. Whoops. Let me do this. I should have prepared this beforehand. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, here we go. And then it's gonna be this one, right? There we go. Okay. Whoops. Let's do this. Alright. Hold on, let me get this right. I forgot to do this before the stream. As you can see, I kind of did this stream, very, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess just, in the moment, I guess. Like, I just had to do the stream because this announcement is just very, very important to me. Um, Here we go. So at the very end of the direct, they always usually at the end of the direct they like save it for like a brand new like announcement for like a brand new game, like a special announcement or something. And I thought it was gonna be like maybe something else. Okay, like they could have done like maybe DLC for like an existing game, like I don't know, Zelda DLC or maybe even Pikmin DLC. Who knows? Or maybe like a new game announcement, like I don't know, like a new Kirby game or a new like Fire Emblem or whatever. But I was not another reason why I wasn't expecting this, by the way, I did not think that they would remake two Mario RPGs so close to each other. I did not think that we would get Super Mario RPG and Thousand Year Door like very close to each other. So this is insane. Now, I was pretty excited for Super Mario RPG. Like like I like Super Mario RPG, but Thousand Year Door, to me, that was my RPG. That was my game, and like I was a little bit bummed out when they didn't announce Thousand Year Door in the previous direct. And they announced Super Mario RPG instead. I mean, I wasn't bummed out about Super Mario RPG, but like, this game, Thousand Year Door, if you don't know, not only is it my favorite Paper Mario game, not only is it my favorite Mario RPG game in general, like if we count, all of them, like, Super Mario RPG and Mario and Luigi, like, not only is it my favorite turn-based RPG game, like, just ever. And by the way, I'm not even a fan of turn-based RPGs. I'm honestly, like, not really a huge fan. But this game, man, this game is one of my favorite games of all time. I love this game. And as you can imagine, when I saw this right here, the music and the book, I got goosebumps all over my body. Like, I wish I was recording my reaction. And it sucks that I wasn't. But, oh, hold on, I messed up a bit here. Give me a second, this thing's being wonky. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. Jesus Christ. It's been a while since I've last streamed. I gotta get used to this again. But yeah, like, the moment I saw this and I heard the music, the book and the music, which I recognized like that, I can't, bro. Like, I wish I was recording my reaction. I can't believe that they announced this and I was not recording my reaction, my live reaction. I am not kidding when I say that I was, like, crying a little bit. I was tearing up. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you can see it in my face. I don't know if my eyes are red or anything. Like, my webcam isn't that good. I need to get it. Hold on, let me see. I don't know if you can tell. But, like, I shit you not, I was tearing up throughout this entire trailer. Like, oh my god, dude. Let's watch this. The music too, man. Oh my god. This is like, I can't believe this is real. I cannot believe this is real. So, like, I will say, you can see it has, since this is a remaster, not really a remake. So, if it, Well, it's kind of a bit of both, because it's not really a remake, because it's they have. I don't think they change anything about the game. I think it's just a graphical and audio update. So in that sense, it's just a remaster. If they actually changed gameplay elements, then it would be a remake, which I'm glad they did not change gameplay elements. I'm glad they kept it as is, because it doesn't need to be changed. But the art style is definitely like the newer art styles, like from Color Splash and Origami King, where the world looks very cardboard and papery. It looks good, I will say. I do like it. But okay. I know this is a very, very small little like pet peeve of mine when it comes to the new Paper Mario games. But I'm not really a fan of the white outline. Cuz if you've seen like Color Splash, no, I don't. Did Color Splash have the white outline? I don't remember. I know Origami King did. But Origami King, they have the black outline and then a white outline, and it looks really weird. I know it's cuz it's like, oh, they're made out of paper, but I don't know, it just looks weird. It's a very small pet peeve, but I'm glad this game doesn't have the white outline. I'm glad they just look, like the regular black outline, and that's it. And I'm also glad that all of the character designs are kept intact and they did not make them look generic. I'm glad that they all look the same as they used to. Like all the Toads and Bob-ombs, all the unique characters. That's the one thing that I was really worried about, that if they ever remade or remastered this game, is if that they just change it completely into something different. And I'm glad they did not. So, oh my god. Like, look at this, dude. Also, they have like I noticed that they have unique sound effects for when they're talking. So like each character has like their own little like sound effect instead of like the regular like generic sound effect that like all the characters had. So that's pretty cool. But look at this. Look at Petalburg, man. Oh my god. The music is so good, dude. Like, oh my god, I hate that they had to announce this when I was not recording my reaction, because if you, dude, I was actually like, I was in tears and just like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Oh, dude, Glitzville, dude, I love Glitzville. That is probably my favorite. Glitzville Chapter 3 has to be my favorite chapter in the game, dude. I love this chapter. It's so fun. I'm so happy that this is real, man. You have no idea. Like, I'm so happy for so many reasons that this game is like actually like finally back. I'll talk more about it at the end, I guess. Let's just watch the trailer. Bro, the music. Thousand Year Door has some really good music. Dude, I'm so happy right now. I cannot wait for this game, dude. Unfortunately, it comes out next year, 2024. They didn't say a specific release date yet, but oh my god, dude, I love this. Like, it's so weird. I don't know why. It's so weird that this is actually real. I didn't think this would actually happen. I didn't think this would actually, like, happen. Especially not this soon. I can't believe, like, I cannot believe that this is actually real. $2024. That's the one thing, man. I cannot believe. I wish it was coming out this year, but just knowing that it's coming out at all is just amazing to me. I don't know. I hope we don't have to wait too long. I don't want it to be like fall or like holidays of 2024. I'm hoping like early to mid 2024 because I want this game so bad. Like, okay. Also, hey, what's up, gamer lover? Welcome, Super RPG. Yeah, I did not think they would do a Thousand Year Door remaster so soon after Super Mario RPG. I did not think that they would do those two so close together. Granted, Thousand Year Door is coming next year, but still, like, I was not expecting. I've been wanting this for so long. I've been wanting this for so long, and I'm so happy it's finally here. Like, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Like actually, and again, I said this before, I'm not really a big fan of turn-based RPGs. Like, they're just, for me, they're too tedious, too repetitive. They're just too grindy, and like I just get. Also, they're very long. A lot of turn-based RPGs are like they could take you like days or even weeks to complete, and it's just like I don't really like games that are like too long. You know, I kind of like games that are like, you know, short to medium to complete. You know, not too long. Something that I could like beat in maybe like a few days, right? But like this game is like an exception to me. Oh, who followed? Sorry, I don't have my notifications up. I'm sorry, I cannot see who followed me right now. It didn't show up on my stream. I think I forgot to set it up. Well, whoever it was, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But, yeah. This game, man, like, this is my childhood. Like, I don't really know, like, what to say. Like, I've wanted Thousand Year Door to make a comeback for so long, especially like for the past like 10 years since like Sticker Star. You know, Paper Mario hasn't really felt the same. You know, you could argue maybe like since Super Paper Mario on the Wii, because that's the first one that changed the gameplay. But honestly, like, even though the gameplay in Super Paper Mario is different, I still very much enjoyed the game. And I really like the story in Super Paper Mario. I think it's a very good story. But like Sticker Star onwards, like the series didn't really feel the same. Like I didn't really like Sticker Star very much. I've never played Color Splash. I do want to play Color Splash one day, just for, you know, just to try it out. I never got the game because, you know, I wasn't when I heard it was gonna be like Sticker Star, I kind of lost interest. But now I kind of just want to play it just for the sake of playing it. And then Origami King, I did play, and I did enjoy Origami King a little bit, but it's still not quite what I wanted from Paper Mario, man. Like, they were getting better, they were getting in the right direction, but it still like hasn't hit the mark yet. So I'm just so happy to finally get, even though it's a remaster, even though it's not a brand new game and it's a remaster of, you know, a Thousand Year Door, which is the second game in the series, I'm just so happy to finally have like a Paper Mario game that's like, you know, a great story, you know, it's turn-based again, and like you have a bunch of unique characters, you know, instead of like, you know, the generic Toads and like Koopas and Goombas, you know, because, you know, I mean, even though it's not like a huge problem, like it's just kind of like, it kind of loses that charm and that like variety, when like all the characters are the same, but like just different colors or whatever. So I'm glad to have like, um, that's why I said like I'm glad that with this remake, they did not redesign the characters and they kept them like the way they looked in the original game. So I'm very happy that they did not like make them look generic or anything like that. Same thing with Super Mario RPG. Like Super Mario RPG, they kept all the character designs intact. So this is honestly between Super Mario RPG coming out in November and then Paper Mario Thousand Year Door coming out next year. This is now, I think, the golden age of Mario RPGs. Like we are back after like years and years of Mario RPGs just being like really lackluster. We're finally back to like this is like a renaissance for Mario RPGs, man. Like actually, like I'm so happy right now. And again, there are several reasons why I'm so happy about this. Again, number one, this is my favorite Paper Mario game like of all time. It's my favorite turn-based RPG of all time. Granted, I haven't played that many turn-based RPG games. Number three, like it's just one of my favorite games in general. Like, this is like top 5 for me. I would say like top 5 games. And another reason I'm really happy about this game coming back is that more people will finally be able to play this game, because for the longest time, people didn't really have, unless you owned a GameCube and you own this game on the GameCube, right? It's really hard to get your hands on this game because obviously, like, if you don't have a GameCube or a Wii, then you need to get your hands on a GameCube or a Wii because those are the only two consoles that can play GameCube games. And second of all, you have to get your hands on a copy of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, which is known to be very expensive if you were to buy it, like on eBay, for example. So it's not easy to get your hands on. Of course, the other option is emulating, but not everyone, emulates games, and so I'm happy that more people will finally be able to experience this game, especially the newer Paper Mario fans, because I see a lot of newer Paper Mario fans that like they've only played the newer games like Sticker Star onwards and they've never played the old ones. So I'm happy that they'll finally be able to experience this game, and see like imagine this game comes out on my birthday. Who knows? I hope it comes out on my birthday. If this game came out on my birthday, which is February 28th, that would be like the best birthday gift ever. Like, I mean, this is already like just like, again, it sucks we don't have an actual release date. Like, it just says 2024. But the fact that this is coming out, man, I can't, bro. I'm so happy. But yeah, like, I know for a fact, like, older Paper Mario fans, like, the ones that are fans of, like, the first 2 or 3 games, like, the turn-based, Thousand Year Door fans, like myself, I know, like, we're all getting this game day one. Like, this is a day one purchase. The newer Paper Mario fans, I'm hoping they pick this game up. I really do hope that they pick this game up and try it out, because I've seen a lot of the newer fans, that have never played the old ones. They have never played the old ones because, they started later and they just don't have access to the older games. So I'm happy that they'll finally have access. Well, they can already play Paper Mario 64 because it's on Nintendo Switch Online on the N64. But now we have Thousand Year Door coming, and Thousand Year Door is regarded to be the best Paper Mario game in the series. Like, this is considered to be the best Mario RPG ever made, and for good reason too. Like, it is really good. It is really good. Like, the praise that this game gets is like well deserved. Like, it is not how do you call it? what's the word I'm looking for? Um, Overrated. I don't think Thousand Year Door is overrated. It is. People praise this game, and it is for good reason. It is for good reason. It is very, very good. You played the older game, Paper Mario games. The older ones. I mean, obviously, I'm a bigger fan of the older ones. I grew up with the older ones. You know, like Paper Mario 64, Thousand Year Door, and Super Paper Mario. Sticker Star. That was kind of like the beginning of like, when things started changing drastically for the series. Some people can argue Super Paper Mario because, Super Paper Mario is not a turn-based RPG. It's like a platformer RPG, which is kind of weird, um, but yeah, I'm just so happy to finally that this game is finally coming back because it deserves to come back. More people need to play this game. Like so I am low key hoping, by the way, now that the Thousand Year Door remastered is coming, I am kind of hoping that it sells a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean I am hoping that it becomes the number one most sold Paper Mario game in the series, outselling Origami King. Because I think Origami King right now is the number one most sold Paper Mario game. Let me check this out. Paper Mario series sales. Let's find out. I think it says it here. No, actually, Super Paper Mario is still number one. That's crazy. I mean, the Wii was very popular, so I don't doubt that. But Origami King is number two. Thousand Year Door, almost 2 million. But yeah, I'm hoping that this sells very, very well. Because if this sells like really well, I'm hoping that Nintendo realizes that, like this is what people want from the series, not, the new stuff that they've been doing with like the past 3 games. Again, Origami King wasn't bad, but it's still like it wasn't. I would be real. I wasn't a fan. I was not a fan of the whole like spinning thing, like to like line them up to attack. Honestly, I was not a fan of that combat system. The rest of the game was fine. I liked the adventure. The adventure was fun, but the combat itself, I wasn't really, a fan of. But again, I'm hoping that, like, I urge everyone, old Paper Mario fans, new Paper Mario fans, or people that aren't Paper Mario fans at all, or you're not fans of RPG games or anything, like, please buy this game. And, like, I'm telling you, okay, first of all, buy this game because it's a good game. It's a really fun game, and I think everyone that plays it will enjoy it. And number 2, buy this game because I want it to sell a lot so that Intelligent Systems and Nintendo can return back to its roots and like actually make new Paper Mario games, in the old style, like, turn-based RPG, a bunch of unique characters and, like, just like a really great adventure and like a great story. Like, I hope that with this game coming out, if it sells well, and like I hope it goes back to like, the roots. I really hope that they go back instead of doing all this, weird new stuff they've been doing for the past several years. I know there's people that enjoy the newer Paper Mario games, and more power to you. If you enjoy the new stuff, then then you enjoy them. And me personally, I'm not a fan of the newer Paper Mario games. So I'm hoping that we finally get to go back to like what Paper Mario used to be like. And I hope that with this remaster, that we finally get to go back. And whenever the next Paper Mario game is, maybe on the next Nintendo system, um, in a couple years from now, hopefully the next one, we get to get a brand new Paper Mario game that is like, it's a turn-based RPG, and there we get like a bunch of unique characters again, a bunch of different like character designs, a bunch of different like character like species, because Thousand Year Door had a bunch of different like species, you had like the little mouse people, I forgot their name. You had like the people in Twilight Town, those like, I don't know, like the ones that got turned into pigs, in chapter 4. But there's a bunch of unique characters in Thousand Year Door. Man, it really breathes life into the world, and it like really like shows that like, man, there's like so many characters, so many different types of people in this world, so many characters, so many unique like personalities, which I felt like it got lost with the newer games, where like all the characters are just Toads and Koopas and Goombas. Like, there's just no personality anymore. So I just hope the series goes back to what it used to be, honestly. But yeah. Origami King is decent. It is decent. It's not bad. And but I don't think it's like, I would probably, like, for me, if I were to rank the Paper Mario games, it would be Thousand Year Door is number 1. Then below that is Paper Mario 64. And then number 3 is Super Paper Mario. And then below Super, at number 4, would be Origami King. And then, I've never played Color Splash, but from what I've heard from Color Splash, people say it's better than Sticker Star. So I would probably, I guess, I've never played Color Splash, but based on what people say, I guess I would have to rank Color Splash at number 5, and then Sticker Star is just at the bottom, like number 6. But yeah, Super Paper Mario. Although it's not, it was very different. It was like a 2D like side scroll platformer with RPG elements. I like the worlds, I like the characters, and I love the story. Like, Super Paper Mario by far has the best story out of any Mario game. Granted, that's not a very high bar to jump over. Like, Mario games are not really known for their story, but Super Paper Mario has a really good story. Like, it is very good. If we're talking about story, Super Paper Mario is number 1 easily, and then Thousand Year Door is number 2. And then if we're talking about gameplay, I would say Thousand Year Door, 64, and then Super Paper Mario. But yeah. This is oh man, I just can't believe this is real. I really cannot believe this is real. So why does this keep moving? This needs to stop moving. There we go. Alright. But yeah, I really hope that a lot of people buy this game, alright? I really hope that this sells like very, very well. I want it. I am hoping that it outsells Origami King, and I don't know if it will, but I hope it's outsells Super Paper Mario as well. I want it to be the number 1 most sold Paper Mario game. I don't think it will, but I hope it does. I want a lot of people to buy this game. And for all the parents out there, okay, for all the parents out there, if your kid already owns Origami King and they want Thousand Year Door, don't deny them. And don't be like, oh, but you already have Paper Mario for the Switch. Because I hear that all the time, especially with Mario Party, where it's like a new Mario Party game comes out, and then it'll be like, oh, but don't you already own Mario Party for the Switch? For example, Super Mario Party and Mario Party Superstars. You know, when Mario Party Superstars came out, people didn't get it because they already have Super Mario Party. And it's like, oh, but I already have Mario Party for the Switch. There's no reason for me to get the new one. Please stop that mentality. They are not the same at all. Even if they're from the same series, they're not the same, okay? So even if you own Origami King on the Switch, don't be like, oh, I already have Paper Mario on the Switch. There's no reason for me to get the new one. Get it. Get Thousand Year Door. It doesn't matter if you own Origami King. They're two completely different games. And that's especially to all the parents out there, because that's always like the case with parents that are like, they just don't know and don't understand, and then they're like, oh, it's the same game because they have the same name, there's no reason to get it. And it's like, yes, there is. Please get it. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I know I'm ranting a lot, but again, I love this game. I love this game so much. Anyways, I don't know how long I've been talking about this, but 40 minutes. I've been talking about this for pretty much as long as the direct itself. Anyways, let me talk, I guess. I've pretty much said everything I want to say about Thousand Year Door. Again, I love the game. I'm so happy it's coming back. I hope a lot of people buy the game. I hope a lot of people play it and enjoy it. Like, this game is amazing, dude. I'm so happy right now. I'm so upset that I was not live streaming my reaction, because oh my god, I don't think the last time I reacted to something like that, the way I did, like so emotional and like tearing up, the last time I did that was when Banjo and Kazooie got revealed for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My god. But anyways, I guess I could talk a little bit about other announcements. For example, this one. So, if you've never played the first Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, which is on the Game Boy Advance, you basically control Mario, and you have to, like, it's kind of like a platformer puzzle game. The whole point is you have to get the key to open the door, go to the next room, and then in the next room, you have to collect the little mini Mario, which is inside a little, like, globe. And then that's basically the whole point. You have to like save all the mini Marios, and I believe you also have to rescue Pauline as well. But this was a pretty interesting announcement. I did not think that they would remake the first Mario vs. Donkey Kong game.
The toys are back in town.
I do enjoy this game a lot.
Donkey Kong, Mario.
I'm definitely picking this up.
Up on the Game
I definitely want to pick this
on
up.
The Nintendo Switch system. With his eyes on the prize.
It's like, I don't know if you don't know anything about Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Technically, before Mario vs. Donkey Kong, the first game to kind of inspire Mario vs. Donkey Kong was the Donkey Kong game on the Game Boy. I think it was called Donkey Kong 94. It was like a Donkey Kong, like it was like the Donkey Kong arcade game, but like remade on the Game Boy. But after you beat Donkey Kong, he then goes and takes like Pauline and then goes somewhere, and then like it's basically, it's weird. So like the first part of the game is the Donkey Kong arcade game, where you're just playing, you just gotta, get to the top of the level, or like, defeat Donkey Kong or whatever. But then once you get past the arcade game, it's like the game changes completely to something different, and then it turns into like this weird little like platformer where you have to like get to like the end, like the goal or whatever, and then like I don't really know how to describe it. Hold on. Actually, you know what? I could just probably look it up here. Give me a second. Donkey Kong 94. Sorry that I'm using someone else's footage. Shout out to Nintendo Complete. Very sorry that I'm looking at your footage right now, but so like the first part of the game is literally just the Donkey Kong arcade game. Right? Like it literally just looks like the Donkey Kong arcade game but remade on the Game Boy. But then once you beat Donkey Kong at the end, he like takes Pauline and runs off. And then the game changes completely. And now you have, hold on. You have this world map on this like city. And now you're doing like this kind of like a little platformer here, where you have to like traverse the level, get the key, and then open the door. Right? This is what Mario vs. Donkey Kong was inspired off of. And then now you have here Mario vs. Donkey Kong. This is the remake of the first game, which was on the Game Boy Advance, by the way.
Back in town.
So, again, same thing. You have to traverse the level, get the key, and then open the door.
Heated up on the Game Boy Advance system, reignites on the Nintendo Switch system. With his eyes on the prize,
it looks good.
Stolen all the mini Mario toys.
I know some people are a little bit disappointed because they wanted like a brand new Donkey Kong game. And I do want a new Donkey Kong game too, but honestly, like this, I'm kind of happy about this. It's a fun game. But then after this game, the second Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, which is on the DS, changed the gameplay completely, where the goal in the second game is that you have to guide the mini Mario to the end goal. So it's kind of interesting that they're bringing back the original game, because for so long the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series was just like, you know, you had to like get the mini Mario to the door at the goal at the end of the level or whatever. So it's weird that they're bringing back the original one.
Mario needs to reach the key.
It's very interesting.
Can't quite cross the gap. That monkey's tail looks a little suspicious though, doesn't it? If Mario does this, now he can get across.
It looks good though, I will say.
And safely grab the key. Platform too high? Reach it with a handstand jump or a backflip, like that. Observe and
forgot what was the release date for this?
Marios, clear stages, and face Donkey Kong head on. In this updated version of the game, you can play with a friend in local co-op.
That is interesting that there's co-op in this game.
However you choose to puzzle your way through, it's up to you to recover the toys.
I remember when I was younger, there was a level that I got stuck on that I couldn't get past for the longest time.
Mario versus Donkey Kong.
February 16th. That's pretty close to my birthday, actually.
Nintendo Switch, February 16th.
Very interesting that they're remaking the first game, though. Because, again, the first game is very different from the rest of the series. They, like... I don't know why, but on the second game, they just completely changed, like, the gameplay.
Orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
But, yeah. Interesting announcement, I will say. And then, of course, Luigi's Mansion. Okay, this is interesting because this is on the Nintendo of America YouTube. They're calling the game Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. But if you don't remember, in America, the game was called Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. But in the rest of the world, like I think Europe and you know, Japan and all that, it was just called Luigi's Mansion 2. So in America, America's the only place that it was called Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. But in the trailer, it's called Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. So I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be called that in America or not, but I will say, Dark Moon may not be my favorite in the series. In fact, it's definitely for me my least favorite, because for me, my favorite is the first game, then my second favorite is the third game, and then my third favorite is this one, Dark Moon. But it's not bad. Like I like, it's definitely not as good as 1 or 3, but it's not bad. Like, I still like the game. And I'm hoping that one day they make an HD port of the first Luigi's Mansion. I still found it weird that they remade the game on the 3DS instead of the Switch. I don't know why they did that. I'm hoping one day that we get Luigi's Mansion 1 on the Switch, though. I really do. That's funny though, that like you can see the map of the first Luigi's Mansion game up here.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
HD. Yeah, that's gonna be confusing in America.
Welcome to Evershade Valley.
Because again, it was called Dark Moon in
Screaming
America.
and teeming with the supernatural. Luigi, our faint of heart hero, was sent here to check it out.
So I think they said this is
Time
coming
for some
summer
mansion
next
mayhem.
year.
No spooky adventure is complete without this vacuum-like device, the Poltergust. Use it to light up dark areas, vacuum up objects, and interact with the environment. It's a handy tool for your paranormal escapades. Plus, when you spot a ghost, pop!
I think
You
this
can
is
stun
literally
them
just an
with a strobe
HD
bomb,
remaster.
then
I
vacuum
don't
them up.
think they're really introducing any
You can
new
even grab
elements.
multiple ghosts at once.
Which is fine.
In this game, you'll find ghosts haunting, a former plant research lab, a broken down clock factory that's full of sand, a mine covered in ice and snow.
I've never
and even
played
more places.
sorry, no. What I meant to say is
These trouble.
I've never replayed Dark Moon. I did play it obviously, like back when Dark Moon first came out in like 2013. I beat like the whole game. But I've never revisited the game. I've never gone back to replay it. So I've only ever done one playthrough of this game. Which is funny because even Luigi's Mansion 3, which came out like a couple years ago, I've replayed that game already. Like, I've already replayed that game. But this game, which came out in 2013, I have not replayed it yet. So I guess, with the HD remaster coming, I guess this is a good time for me to replay it again. The first game I replay all the time. Like, the first Luigi's Mansion game, I always replay it, man. All the time. I love the first one. And it's really short, too, so it's really easy to just replay it, so... but this one, I was never interested enough to replay this game.
Makers will use every trick in the book.
But
to
I guess
block
now I have an excuse to replay it. So.
path. Can Luigi summon his courage and save the day? Looking for other ghost hunters? Up to 4 players online can do some exercise across different multiplayer modes. Luigi
Scarescraper was fun though, I will say. I did enjoy doing Scarescraper.
Mansion 2 HD creeps onto Nintendo Switch next summer.
But yeah. What else? I mean, they showed more footage of Super Mario RPG. There's the Mario Kart DLC. So this is interesting. We thought that there was only gonna be 2 more characters coming, but
Final wave is racing.
they announced 4 characters,
The final wave
which is really
racing
weird. Cause if you look at the roster right now, there's 2 question marks, right? So everyone thought, okay, there's only 2 characters left, right? So
here's a sneak peek at Wave 6, the final wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
I'm
Booster Course
curious why there's 4.
Pass DLC from the Mario Kart Wii game, Daisy,
Daisy
Circuit.
Circuit.
More returning characters are also being added in Wave 6.
Diddy Kong. I don't know why Diddy Kong wasn't even in the base game.
From the Mario Kart
It's
Double
crazy that it took this long for Diddy Kong to come back.
Dash game, Diddy Kong. From Mario Kart Wii, Funky Kong.
The fact that Funky is back is pretty crazy though. I know a lot of people wanted Funky back. I mean, Funky was really popular in Mario Kart Wii.
And from the Mario Kart
I'm glad Pauline is here though.
Tour game, Pauline. And also,
Peachette was a weird one though. I don't know why they chose Peachette, but whatever, I guess. This is technically, by the way, this is technically Toadette.
Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario.
I'm still low-key hoping that we get Wario Coliseum from Double Dash, because that is probably one of the best tracks ever in Mario Kart.
Kart 8 Deluxe game drives onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Active Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack member.
I don't know how they're gonna, unless there's more characters, I don't know how they're gonna fit 4 characters, because there's only 2 slots left. And then if they add more characters, they would have to like expand it more. I don't know how it's gonna look, but
can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own.
But yeah, interesting that they announced 4 characters, because we all thought it was only gonna be 2 left. Wario, I'm excited for this game. I am a big fan of smooth moves on the Wii. Smooth moves it's really fun. So I'm really happy that they're making another like motion control WarioWare game. Cause again, like,
move into formation.
With these chumps doesn't feel like...
So I'm pretty sure I know this has to be a different voice actor, because Charles Martinet is retiring voicing these characters. So I believe this is a different voice actor for Wario. So I mean, you can kind of tell too. It doesn't really sound like Charles Martinet.
Greetings. Welcome to the island.
But yeah, I'm really happy that they're making another motion control WarioWare game, because I love smooth moves.
Your body moving.
I'm sad too because I lost my copy of Smooth Moves, so I need to get a new one. Because I really would like to replay it again, because it is so fun.
You'll get into a specific pose called a form. Copy the form shown, then perform the correct action as quick as you can.
Hand model.
The micro games will come one after another, so look alive. Plus, up to 4 players can battle it out in party mode. Reach the goal without getting caught by Medusa.
I like how this is literally the
Or settle the score in an arena to be the
red
last
light, green
one
light.
posing. With over 200 lightning-fast micro games and multiplayer modes aplenty, everyone's in for a wacky time. WarioWare.
I mean, I liked Get It Together. It was the first WarioWare game that they put on the Switch. Like, it was like, how long ago now? Like 2 years ago? I mean, it was pretty interesting. It was fun, where you play like the little chibi characters and you control them to like beat the little mini game. But to me, like, the best WarioWare games are Smooth Moves on the Wii, and then the first one on the Game Boy Advance, and then also the GameCube one, which is like Mega Game, whatever. I mean, the GameCube one is technically a remake of the Game Boy Advance one, but yeah, like Smooth Moves for sure though, I think is my favorite. So I'm glad that they're making another game like Smooth Moves.
Move It launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 3rd. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo
Pretty sure I already have it pre-ordered, so what else? There's the Peach game, which I'm probably gonna pick up. It looks interesting. Does look interesting. Also, I like that the castle. This is literally the Super Mario Odyssey Princess Peach castle. So that's kind of interesting. Of course, there was no footage of Super Mario Brothers Wonder during this direct because they already did a standalone direct for that game a while back. So there's no need for them to talk about it more in this direct that they haven't already talked about in the Mario Wonder direct. So
a loyal Toad presented a flyer advertising
I've never played Super Princess Peach.
A show at the Sparkle Theater.
So
Princess Peach.
I mean, this is only the second game where Peach is like the protagonist, because the first and only one I believe was Super Princess Peach. So
and some Toads.
It's interesting that after all this time that she's finally getting like her own game again.
The Wicked Grape and the Sour Bunch suddenly made their grand entrance and took center stage. Now it's up to Peach and the theater's guardian Stella to save the play and...
Yeah, this direct though definitely was mostly like games that were already previously announced and they're just showing more footage. But
this perfect performance has become a terrible tragedy. Luckily, Peach can use the power of Stella's ribbon to face off against the Sour Bunch. The ribbon alone won't
again,
cut it.
When they announced this game in the previous Nintendo Direct, I originally thought it was gonna be the 1,000-Year Door. When it showed the curtains, I got baited. But now we're actually getting 1,000-Year Door, so it's so funny.
Let's do this.
You see, like,
whoa! Peach transformed into Sword Fighter Peach. By transforming, she can use fantastic show-stopping abilities. Fend off the Sour Bunch.
Does look interesting. Does look fun.
Can Peach save this performance and its performers?
This curtain right here. When I saw this in the last Nintendo Direct, oh my god. I got baited hard, dude. But all is well now. All is well now, because now we actually got 1,000-Year Door, so.
There are more stolen shows to save. Valuable artifacts from this museum have gone missing. Become Detective Peach, investigate clues, and track down who done it.
Who done it?
Desserts have been snatched from this sweets festival. Turn into Patissiere Peach and save it from a sugar crash. The Sour Bunch got their hands on this martial arts school. Become Kung Fu Peach and take it back from these foul fiends. Many other...
I wonder if Peach has a different voice actress too. She doesn't really sound the same either from before. I'm not sure.
Transformations are just behind the curtain. The stage is
She does sound kind of different, doesn't she?
set. Our leading lady is ready for the spotlight. Princess Peach Showtime makes its debut on Nintendo Switch March 22nd. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Where else? I mean, F-Zero 99. This is kind of funny. I mean, it looks fun though. Don't get me wrong. Mute City. F-Zero 99. That is crazy.
The first F-Zero game returns as a 99.
This looks
player
chaotic
battle
though, I will
royale.
say. This looks very
F-Zero
chaotic.
99. Race on classic F-Zero courses with machines from the
My
original
God.
Super NES game. Tear through courses in high-speed races, but be careful. Your power meter will decrease if you crash into pilots or guardrails. If it hits 0, you're out. You'll need to avoid collisions and conserve your power meter to stay in the race. Feeling risky? Spend some of your power meter for a temporary speed boost. You can also collect super sparks, which appear when machines collide, to boost up to a special path called the Skyway. It's your best chance at bypassing your rivals and jumping into a higher position. Complete goals while you're racing to unlock cosmetic options for your machine.
It's kind of funny how after all this time of F-Zero not getting a new game, like, the new game that it gets is a battle royale. I'm hoping that one day we actually get like a new F-Zero game though. Or maybe they remake an old one like F-Zero GX on the GameCube or something.
99 players, one winner. It's time to race your way to first place. Because F-Zero 99 will be available exclusively for active Nintendo Switch Online members.
The F-Zero tracks in Mario Kart are really fun though. Like Big Blue is so fun. And Mute City as well. Oh my god, I love racing on those tracks.
Today.
It's so funny to me though. My god. F-Zero 99. And then of course we got more footage of Super Mario RPG.
Mario's first RPG adventure returns.
This was the beginning of Mario RPGs right here. This was the very first one. And then eventually so this one was made by Squaresoft, which we now know as Square Enix after they merged with Enix. And when Nintendo wanted to make a sequel, they weren't really partnered with Square anymore, so they needed a different developer to make Mario RPG 2. And so they got Intelligent Systems, the people that make Fire Emblem, to do Mario RPG 2, which eventually went on to be Paper Mario. So
the Super Mario RPG game is back.
this is crazy though. I can't believe that we're getting both Super Mario RPG and Thousand Year Door.
Let's go over some new
Like,
and
that's
returning gameplay
crazy.
features. Time your button presses with action commands to increase damage dealt or decrease damage received. When you time your attacks perfectly, you can now damage all enemies at once.
The Switch, I believe the Switch is now like the definitive console for Mario RPGs. Because you have Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Super Mario RPG, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. You have Origami King too, you know, for anyone that likes Origami King and wants to play Origami King. I like the game too. Of course, you also have Paper Mario 64 on the NSO. So you just have like so many good Mario RPG games on the Switch. Like the Switch is the platform for Mario RPGs now.
Every successful action command will fill this gauge. When it's full, you can unleash the 3-character triple move. Depending on your current party, the move will change, so experiment with different combos.
That's
During
crazy.
your adventure,
I'm
you'll
still
encounter
in
bosses
shock
with colorful personalities.
of Thousand Year Door.
After clearing the
Like,
game,
my God.
you can fight some of them again.
I need to go see other people's reactions,
These
man. I need to
powered-up
see,
bosses
like,
aren't gonna be easy.
how other people reacted to Thousand Year Door. I love this song, dude. Oh.
Set off for adventure with Mario and friends. When Super Mario
Launches
launches on the
RPG
Nintendo Switch
is
system
the only
November
one just
17th.
for me.
Pre-orders
Sorry, I had to. I had to, man.
are available now on Nintendo eShop.
I love those songs. Rawest Forest and Waltz of the Forest. Oh my God. I used to listen to those songs all the time when I was younger. But yeah. I mean, those are pretty much all of, like, the games that I was mostly interested in during the Direct, which is basically all the Mario games. I know. They did announce, I mean, they showed footage of the Splatoon 3 DLC in the beginning, but I don't even have Splatoon 3. I don't know, man. Like, I kind of lost interest in Splatoon. Like, the first Splatoon game on the Wii U, I played a lot. And then the second one, which came out, I think, like, as a launch title or something. I played it a bit, but then I kind of dropped it. And then Splatoon 3, I never bought it. Like, I don't know, I kind of, like, slowly started losing interest in Splatoon. I mean, it's fun, but, I don't know. It's not really, like, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, those are pretty much all of the announcements that I was really interested in. They announced, like, what's it called? They announced this, like, a Spy Family game where you play as Anya. I mean, if you can't tell, I mean, I might be a little bit of a Spy Family fan, but I don't know. I might pick it up. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, that was basically everything that I was really excited for in the Direct. But this, oh my God, dude, I can't believe it. Oh, I can't wait for next year, dude. I really can't. This game, dude. Hold on, give me a second, actually. Give me 1 second right here. This game. Right here. Right here. The greatest Paper Mario game ever made. The greatest Mario RPG. One of the best games ever made, dude. I'm so happy that we're getting this remastered next year. Oh my God, dude. Anyways. It is about to be 12:30 for me right now. I have to go to work in half an hour, so I have to start wrapping this up. Just for some final, what's it called? Like, things I want to say. Unrelated to the Nintendo Direct. I know I haven't been really doing anything lately on my channel. I haven't been streaming or making videos. I've been, I guess you could say, busy with life, I guess, for the past, like, few months. You know, busy with work, college, and what else? I also went on a few vacations with family and friends as well. I went on a couple of vacations during the summer, so, but I do plan on getting back to making more content as well, like streaming, making videos, whatnot. I do plan on making more very soon. I also want to try experimenting a little bit with content on my channel. There are things I would like to try to do, new things, which I'll probably talk about more at my next stream. I don't really want to talk about it during this stream. But let's just say that I've kind of been thinking about my channel and my content for a bit now, and you know, there are just I'm still gonna keep doing Mario ROM hacks, but I kind of want to try to introduce new things and try new things out. You know, try to mix things up and experiment a little. So I'll talk about that more later on my next stream. But yes, I will. I am gonna come back and continue making more streams, more content, more videos. It's just been a very busy summer for me, but but anyways, I really had to do this stream because when they announced Thousand Year Door, I was just so like I had so many emotions, and I'm like, I have to talk about this. I have to stream this. Like, so that's why I did this stream. So yeah, like I am so excited, man. You have no idea. I'm so happy that this remaster is real. Oh my god. Anyways, I have to end it here because I have to go to work soon. So I'll probably announce when I do my next stream, which will be a ROM hack. I don't know which one yet, but I'll play. I don't know. I was kind of thinking of doing only up 64 because that one was, you know, that one released a while back and it was pretty popular, and it was based on the only up game that a lot of people were playing, where the whole point is to just keep going up and try not to fall. But but anyways, we'll see what happens. But for now, I have to go. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope that there are a lot of people out there that are as excited as I am for Thousand Year Door to finally come back. So yeah, until my next stream, guys, I will be back. Don't worry, I'm not. I know I've been MIA for a while, but I will be back very soon. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your constant support, and yeah, until next time, well, peace out, guys.